Hi Bernard, it's Colin. I'm just going to run through start to finish. Actually, I just downloaded a fresh copy of your site. Now I'm on a PC. I thought you were on a Mac. I wasn't sure, but the processes are going to be the same. We open the site up in Dreamweaver the same. We set the publishing destinations the same in the remote directory. And I just want to make sure we're basically on the same page. So I've got Dreamweaver open. I'll go to my site menu, select new site, and I'm just going to type in and hit the browse button here and go to my desktop. And like I said, if you're on a Mac, this will be slightly different, but you just want to find the Denmark folder inside the website folder, and there we go. We have select website down here, select website up here. I hit that, I hit save, it creates a cache, and when everything is said and done, if I open up my files panel, which window, files, I'll see the enhancements, the features, the library, Numo pages. I'll see all this right here. This should look fairly similar, and I'm also using the workspace layout for Designer. Okay, so everybody has different layout preferences. I like the Designer because, well, that's what I am. Right now, let's set up a publishing destination, which you've probably done before because I see you actually have the site up there. But I wanted to make sure before we do any publishing that you have a site and a services and a privacy and a Numo and an index, and you have all these pages here that I see, as well as the enhancement, the features, the library, the Numo, the pages, the site sliders, template, all these folders. So I just want to make sure we have a complete website, right? And to make sure, I'm going to just select the index page and right click and do a preview in browser. I'll just preview in Chrome, and boom, there it is right there. And sure enough, everything looks like it's in place and where I need it to be. Cool. So it works. Now, let's set up a remote publishing destination. You've done this before, I'm pretty sure, but site, manage sites, and let's go with this one right here. All right, I'm going to go to my servers tab right here. And in CS5, I can't remember if you have a basic and advanced, but we want to get to this server tab. And I'm going to add new server. Server name, I'm just going to type in Sandbox. Connection type, FTP. FTP address, I'll put this information in the ticket as well, but like I said, I think you've already got this, but 617, like I said, I'm just going right from the beginning to make sure that we have all the bases covered. The username is going in here, and the password is going here. Now the root directory, HTTP docs, I'm going to put in here. I'm going to test. Let's just do a connection test. Dreamweaver connected successfully to the server. Cool. Save, save, and OK. Now it's going to update that cache, and we're done. Right. Now what I need to do is this here, is we need to just in the, over here, we're going to select everything, right? So I'm going to do a Control or Command A to select everything. So whatever method you use, right, you can hold down your Shift key or whatever works on your computer to select all the files and folders. And I'm going to use the Put Files to Remote Server, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. But before we do that, let's connect to the remote server, like so. And just so you know, I don't actually use Dreamweaver for publishing, so I don't do this very often in case I miss something. If I go to the remote server view, this is what we have on there right now. So you already have your Numo folder, and there's already a check PHP. Let's switch back to the local view, right? Select everything, right? So I think if we just select the top level up here and do the put, it'll put the entire site up. I'm just gonna, yeah, that's what you can do right there. So up top here, you should have a little open and close arrow, right? Close that down so everything's out of view, and you can just sort of click on this right here and do the put, right? Or select it and use this arrow right here, put files to remote server sandbox, okay? And when we hit that, it should say, are you sure you wish to put the entire site? And you go, okay. At that point, put everything up there. So I said, let's try that out. I'll stop the video in a second here because I think that's going to sell. Normally I would just use my Shift and hold everything down, but in your case it might be better to collapse everything right up to where it says site, click that top line, and then just use the up arrow, put files to remote server, do that, and then you want to put the entire site, you go yes, right? And then put the entire site up there, and then when you load the address for your sandbox, which is this address right here, when you load that into your web address bar, you should see the index page of your site. And after that, I didn't know if Brandon had been working with you to set up Numo or not. If it is, then there's already a database connection to the sandbox, and you could probably just go and start managing your Numo components and whatnot. If not, I'm not the Numo guy. He's on vacation this week, just so you know. So if you have any Numo questions, we'll have to postpone that until he gets back on Monday. But I can help you get the site up there. I can even put a copy of the site on the server if you want me to. Just let me know. But I'll just run through the steps that I know of in working with the making sure that the site goes up. So you must make sure that you have things in local view here in Dreamweaver, right? Collapse everything down to the very top line so it just says site and then the name of your site. And if you hover over it, it probably does something similar to this, right? And then you can just make sure that top line is selected, like I have here in the demonstration, and then use the up arrow to put files to remote server. I think those things should cover it, right? Of course, we want to make sure that we connect to the remote server first before we do that, and then do the rest.